Hello friends and welcome back for episode 5 of Enter the Gungeon. I got more of that hot gunge for you if you're looking for it. We're gonna go back in with the Marine. Welcome back everybody. Thank you for joining me again for another episode. I'm sorry I bricked things up so badly last time. I'm gonna do my best, see if we can overcome, make a little bit of progress. It's possible, you never know. If you don't go, you never shine if you don't glow. Anyway. So what's up? We're gonna play as the dude that's got the most health. Not because really I needed the padding or anything like that, but just because I thought, well, let's give him his day in the sun and already take some damage in the very first room. You know, this actually really goes well to underscore the hypocrisy in a point I was just about to make, which I always love to open a conversation with, proving myself a liar. It's always a great way to engender yourself to, you know, more friends and making beloved allies. That's what I like to say. Anyway, I was going to talk about, I think, one of the shortcomings, the minor shortcomings in my opinion, for Gungeon, and feel free to discuss this. And I might still be up for interpretation regarding my opinion here, or re-evaluation of my opinion, I should say. But I think maybe the first floor might be the weakest of the part of the experience for me. And let me elaborate. Generally, when you're dealing in something such as Isaac, which, you know, is the obvious comparable equivalent here, and I'm sorry, I hate to keep bringing it back to Isaac. This is its own game with its own identity, but it's what I can relate to as far as having a difficulty curve of some consequence that might be worth discussing. So when I relate it to Isaac, I think, man, the Isaac first floor is pretty easy, right? You know, you don't really think too much about it, and when I say first floor, I guess for Isaac, I mean the first two floors, since they sort of go in tandem, before everything gets to, like, the next level up, where enemies get harder and things scale, and, well, you know, the whole thing kind of changes up a little bit. For Gungeon, each one floor is sort of like two. So, the difficulty level of Isaac is pretty easy when you start off. I mean, once you're pretty acclimated to it, I suppose. And in general, I think the general skill floor for Isaac, I mean, when you start out, you'll probably find the first floor of that to be easier than the first floor of this, is kind of what I'm trying to say. When you bring it to Gungeon, though, it's just the right level of being difficult that it's like you can't really relax. So it's sort of like you're still in tension, but you're just waiting to see what you're going to get out of that first floor, whether or not it's going to be worth it to you, you know? There's plenty of first floors where you feel like actually all you've done is spent 5 minutes or so kind of just pushing yourself forward towards oblivion. And then there's first floors where you end up getting that power, which is kind of necessary, and that was kind of shitty damage there. Which is partially why I like playing as the Hunter so much, because the Hunter's cool thing is, well, she comes with the crossbow, which is like a little bit of extra damage, kind of moves things along for you. Not like the other characters are that underpowered that it's like a drastic difference or anything, but I just feel like I'm making a bit more of an impact when I'm playing as the Hunter, whereas the other characters are sort of like we're waiting a little bit. So I don't know if that was the most compelling argument for why I feel that the first floor is not my favorite part of the experience, but it is a necessary part of the experience, because in the event that things do really kick off on the first floor, well, you can actually use that as a really nice way to leverage your victory further on. I mean, I'm so early in my Gungeon play that I don't really know what a victorious arc looks like from beginning to end, but I'm just gonna assume, and I think probably this is pretty fair to assume, the majority of winning arcs kind of have something to do with flawlessing the first and possibly second boss. I feel like that's a high important value. High importance value. Let's leave that there for the moment. So you guys have given me some tips regarding stuff like, what do we do with the stupid dirty rat? I don't know. I mean, I still don't want to necessarily take the tips yet. Pardon me, I'm trying not to sneeze, like, really hard. I failed. Okay, we're back. So yeah, I don't want to get too much of the game exposed to me through the commenters. I mean, it's sort of... I mean, I said I don't mind some tips, but that tip feels a little bit like the wrong kind of tip, if you know what I mean. When it's stuff like, make sure you use your teleporter in both directions, that's fair. Like, if I go and teleport here, it makes the, that, which means I can then instantly teleport back. That's handy. Nothing wrong with that. And I knew about that. I just don't always use it to the best effect. But that is one of the many techniques I'd like to employ in my assassination of that damn dirty rat. which we will try our best to do if the opportunity presents itself. I do believe there is a way to do it. I don't have a confirmation of that, but I do believe that there is. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at for the complaints that I have for Gungeon. Really, there aren't too many. I'm nitpicking regardless, and even though I framed that as sort of in what seems to be an objective negative, I'm still, like I said, up for reevaluating that opinion. It's just the part that I look forward to perhaps the least, especially when things don't go in my favor early on, because I feel like, well, the challenge is it's not pushing my limit yet, right? I mean, we're possibly going to get some damage on the boss, hopefully not. But the majority of the rooms are kind of like, yeah, they're here. They're just ready for me to take them over, and then we move on, and things are fine. Well, I'm just going to try and leverage that to turn it into, you know, more skill and not getting hit. That's all I can do is just try and stay sharp and be as good as I can be in the RRR me. We got the camera. All right, this is an AoE kind of full screen damage effect, if I remember correctly. One that is not bad, but also not gonna put me in a dominant position by most assertions, I would say. I'll see what I can do with it. I think we're almost clear of this floor already, too. Yeah, we're one room, maybe a couple of rooms away from finishing it. I gotta go back and check on my meta progress. Oh, this is just an event room. This is our room number 1 event room. Can I, like, take a picture of this? Oh, what's going on here? Got little shinies. What if I use a blank on this? Is that a thing? I would have been surprised if I hadn't have tried that already. All right, so that was perhaps a bit of a waste of a blank there. And I've already tried pushing the fire, or the table into the fire. That didn't do anything for me. But I'll try it again just to show you I'm correct. What if I shot it to death? Look, kindling. Yeah, no, I've probably done that already, too. We're going to try and get a squirt gun and shoot the fire with it at some point. I'm pretty sure that's possibly the thing to do. And I guess we'll head on to the boss then. I already forgot what that item was that I picked up, too. Oh, the heart bottle has joined the shootout. What is this again? Prevents poison damage. All right, that's cool. I also still don't really know what this does. Hold facing enemy, passive, memories of your years in training, better reload speeds and weapon... Oh, well, there it goes. It tells you right there. I think I watched one of Ryan's episodes, and he was like, I don't know what that does either. And then he read the top part, but not the bottom part. And I guess you should have read both parts. Problem solved. All right, so we got the bullet twins, which is possibly a decent test of what this gun can do for us. If it can do much for us, I don't know. We'll see. I would assume that the enemies in question need to be on the screen for this to be effective. Not having great vibes right now, though. That damage is a bit too low for my preferences. Alright, so here's the next challenge I'm probably going to put on myself, and that's to see how far I can make it through the game only using the Marine sidearm. And perhaps I can take passive items or something, but like I just won't like upgrade my weapon at all and see how that works for us. I'm gonna guess not particularly well, but it could be a good accuracy building exercise. Perhaps get me moving a bit more cleverly, being able to target and all that biz. Okay, got a couple of friends on the scene. I'd like to try and limit how much time both of the twins are on the same part of the screen if I could. I feel like that's working better for me to think of it that way. Oh, I walked right into that. That was an obvious roll. And we're just kind of taking turns firing between the two of them. I don't like this. I had to dodge in. I didn't want to do it, but it worked out luckily. Okay, neither of them are dead yet. We're like halfway through one. Oh, I walked right into him. See, this is where it goes from bad to worse. Focus. Okay, gotta remember I remapped my blanks to my thumb button on my mouse. Oh god, I'm half a heart away from death. Is this really happening? Okay, one of them is dead. Get rid of these guys. I can't believe how bad I've gotten. What is happening to me? Okay, got stuck on that corner. Thankfully, I had the good sense to use a blank. This guy's still got a lot of health left. I feel like I got screwed on this run so far. Probably by my own doing? I have no more blanks, so I've got to just, like, not get hit. Probably a good plan. All right, I lived. Barely lived. At least I got my hegemony credits. Good for me. And we got the RPG, which is apparently leveled up. I don't think it would take a lot of explanation for you to understand what the RPG does. All right, what do I have? 44. No keys. I want to take a half a heart, or am I just a pathetic being to take a half a heart at this point? I could drop something in the sewer grate, see how much he gives me for the camera, maybe. Kind of can't see myself using this right now. What do you think, buddy? Hook me up? 65. So I could go hard when I get the elevator guy involved, and maybe what I'll do is I'll just, like, waste a run and just give all my stuff to the sewer grate man and turn it into money. Because I've got to bring him... One of the goals is, like, 120 shells and 3 keys, which is a bit difficult to put together. I'm going to take 2 of these because I'm awful. At least give us a fighting chance of getting back on the board. Because right now I'm basically slipping off the face of the earth here. I have no more keys. I don't have a chance in hell if I can't get a key. What's my option? I'm gonna, like, shoot all the chests and hope I get trash? Trash. That's not what I'm in for, man. We gotta make this work. So I gotta do a little bit of a rant here. I hope you guys can forgive me. Anybody else out there that uses YouTube have any idea what the hell's going on right now? My subscriber numbers have been going up and down in ridiculous ways lately, and also, and because that's not the end of the world or really a big deal, they've been doing that for ages. They do these, like, clear outs. Oh, that's a really stupid way to hit. Where they empty out, like, dead subs and stuff, and I don't even mind that. I mean, I'd rather have a more accurate number than not. And also, it really doesn't matter that much anyway, regardless. But also, there's, like, a problem where, like, all the thumbnails I post for videos seems like they're blanking out. He says, as he probably should have used a blank. When you post something, like, the thumbnail just vanishes for a while. I don't know why that happens. But there's always something. There's always something going wrong, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch, or Discord or Skype. Some element of this whole process seems to be screwing up all the damn time. And I have to lampshade that I tweeted one day, it was like a couple days ago, maybe 3 days ago, depending on when this goes up, that I had spent an evening working on my YouTube video quality and audio, right? Now, you might have been able to tell the audio part, but to the best of my ability, I would say you probably couldn't tell anything about the video part, and I'll explain why. So I use Sony Vegas for my rendering, and I use OBS for capture. Probably not that controversial or strange of a thing. Probably quite a few of you out there could relate if you make videos in any capacity. Now, where it gets a little weird is when I render stuff, I render for WMV because I can't seem to produce AVIs or MP4s without my computer breaking somehow. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a codec issue. Maybe there's some, like, deep-seated rage that my computer has for certain video file types. But the only one that seems to reliably be able to get through a render and also isn't, like, 12 gigabytes, which I know that's also partially to do with what compression levels I set and all that. And I know all that stuff and how to work it. But the only thing I can set up that seems to work reliably with a decent frame rate seems to be WMV files. Maybe it's suboptimal. I don't know. That's what I've been using for, like, 2 years now. I used to use AVIs and MP4s, and then they started breaking with Spelunky back in the day. It was a big old thing. But the problem isn't the frame rate anymore. I render at 60 FPS for everything, that's fine. The problem is I get this gray washed out thing over all my videos. You've probably seen it. And I know generally that the cause is the difference between... I'm sorry, this is a bit technical for anybody that hates this kind of talk. I'll try and make it brief here. There's a thing known as studio RGB versus computer RGB. And one of them seems to disclude about, 12 shades between black and gray, and the other doesn't. So that is basically why all my videos have a little bit of, like, a gray washed out thing going on them. It's because that was a thing. And I actually finally figured out a way that I could have that not be an issue. I found a way through a plugin right in freaking Levels in Vegas that was there the whole time. There's actually a setting that adjusts that level setting for you in a render. So that way, if you render WMVs, it should come out looking nice. So I finally did it. Finally got it all set the way I wanted. Rendered the video. Comes out in 60 FPS with a nice contrast ratio. That's all I could have ever asked for, right? And that was where I thought I had fixed the problem. However, then I go and upload the video, and the video still looks gray, because apparently YouTube compression or some sort of format exchange seems to happen in the process between me uploading and it existing in the internet ether. So perhaps someone out there with a bit more technical knowledge of video processing and encoding could chime in, and I know we've had this talk even before, but feel free to chime in and let me know why I'm stupid for not doing something right there, if you know. Oh, jeez. This is not what I meant to do. You dirty rat! I was gonna use this as an opportunity and keep forgetting the door shuts behind me. Oh, is he gone already? Yeah, he's gone already. Yeah, you're welcome. So the dream for me is just to have videos where black looks like black and gray is not black. That's kind of all I ever wanted. And also to not have them be like 10 gigabytes each would be great too, if that's possible. And I know it is, because I generally render 45-minute videos that come out to be about 2.5 gigs most of the time. And I think they look okay, aside from the color issue. I mean, I care about this stuff a whole bunch. And since I've been putting more time into recording these Gungeon videos, I would like to kind of give it a fresh start when it comes to my production values. Get this stuff looking as tip-top as I believe I can make it, and that should be the aspiration for everybody out there doing this kind of thing. So whether it goes for YouTube or Twitch, both ways, I'd like to make the best quality product that I can. Hence why we constantly spend money trying to improve our situation when it comes to like mics and equipment and all of that stuff. That's all part of the deal. And it's part of the job, and we're rewarded for making investments in our own hardware setup, so, you know, I would like to do what I can there. But occasionally, we run into a situation where my own expertise fails me, and yeah, I have a little bit of a background in audio. Like, I took a summer internship at a recording studio years and years ago before I even went to college, and I think, like, I know a little bit about how that all works, but, oh, there's something broken about this pot here. Excuse me. I can't walk through that tile. Wonder why that is. So this is a challenge room, by the way. If you haven't seen this before, you talk to the devil over here. You give it your best, kill all the things, and it should drop a chest. I think I might actually have to do it in this case because of the fact that I'm kind of behind the 8 ball when it comes to our progress on this run right now. So I'm just going to try and do my best here and shoot bombs at stuff. We'll see how it pans out. If I could hit anything, that would actually be a really great start. Alright, that works for me. Probably didn't need to use the RPG on that, though. Also, oh god, that freaking empty spot where that base was gonna mess me up hard. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna try a run where I end up killing the shopkeeper at some point. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it eventually. Oh, this is a living nightmare. Yep. Okay. Just keep cranking those in. We just gotta get rid of this guy. Most importantly, the rest of this we can dodge. How many phases are there? 3? Oh my god, he's so strong. Okay, 2. Got it. Oh, and we got the Void Core Assault Rifle, which is actually great. That might have saved us. I certainly hope so. Now I just got to get the ammo to be able to keep up with things. This means I can essentially one-shot these enemies. I mean, it's 3-shot, but it's like 1 burst fire. So it feels pretty good. What are you going to do by that table? Nothing, apparently. I would like to use... Oh, hello. I didn't know you were there. Crap. I got stuck trying to change weapons on that. And I think it forgot my alt buttons for what I was trying to do there. I set my alt button for the bullet time kind of like change weapons thing to be control still, while I have the middle... Yeah, that was stupid. I have middle mouse set as the traditional button for its usage, and then I have the blank set to thumb on my mouse versus Q, which is what it normally was. feel like I've failed myself in many ways all of a sudden. Alright, so there's a blank there. What do we have in the shop? Full heart and some ammo. I think what we do now... Do we have the boss room already revealed? It's gotta be over there. There's also a key on offer. We'll take the heart. And there are apparently no teleport pads in that general vicinity, so we'll take the long way home, I guess. That's really funny how that comes up. Occasionally there'll just be no pads anywhere near anything. Wait, how much was the key? I should probably just open that chest. It could be worth it. It might be like a demon header, so it's 30. We'll do it. And just, like, don't roll into the void again, please. Here we are. Ghost bullets? Oh, white Guon stone kindles blanks. I think it gives you a chance to get extra blanks per floor. Increased blank regeneration. White Guon stone grants its bearer an additional blank on every floor. It's not good enough. It's not what I needed. How do you even pronounce that? Guan or Guon? Or am I making too big of a fuss over something that doesn't actually matter? Probably that. Wow, I actually have to go through this room again. Thankfully, it's pretty easy. Alright, so hopefully this is just actually the boss room right here, and then we're gonna go in and fight. Yep. Starting to get a little bit of a feel for things based on the layout of the floor, like where things are gonna start to pop up. Specifically, boss rooms and... Wish it was secret rooms. It's not. It's boss rooms and chest rooms more than not, I think I can tell. Apparently you can just look away from that attack and not get hit. Good to know, I guess. It's funny how there's all these gravestones and it just doesn't matter because she just blows them all up instantly. Okay. So far, so good. Turn this into some health, please. I didn't want to do a risky dodge through that. Also, some ammo. Ammo would be great right now if we could work that out, too. Also, please keep opening up that spot for me to stand, and don't put me in the tidal wave of bullets. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Yes! Alright. Mastery of floor 2. The iron coin unlocked. There we go. We get our full health back. Probably could have taken that in a different order and come out with... Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Flame Hand is actually alright, and then we get the extra health there. Are there any more rooms worth going back to? We didn't get any keys. There's that. That requires keys. If I could find a secret room, which I need to learn where it's gonna be, I could potentially get a key out of that, but that's about my only option at this point. I guess we just take the health and go. I'm just trying to think if there's... Oh, is it worth just, like, shooting a couple walls just in case? What can I shoot with this? Nope, that bounces. This is a terrible waste of ammo, and, well, I guess it's gotta be that. Okay, it's not there. So the secret rooms don't necessarily have to be on, like, the bottom middle like Isaac, I don't think, so it makes it kind of tricky to even guess. Yeah, I'm just wasting ammo. Okay, that's gonna be that then. On we go, and I can't even shoot the other chest. You know, I should have probably used the key on the cell door and then shot the other chest, because then at least it gave me a potential for an extra item of some kind. Even if it was just a half heart, which wouldn't have been that useful to me, honestly, but I didn't know that at the time. Alright, at least we made it to floor 3 after that awful start. I guess I'll take what I can get, right? Okay, that's doing a lot more damage than I remember it doing for some reason. Maybe these enemies are particularly vulnerable to it, or maybe I had it on a floor that... Oh no, I got stuck on the corner again! That was just awful. What an abysmal way to start. Okay, hook me up with that ammo, though. Oh, you're still alive. And Bruce Willis bullets. Apparently, they die quite hard. Har, har, har. Okay. Yep. Bats split into more bats. That's okay. I don't know what that was. Something just flew up. Not a fan of that. Okay, we'll bomb this. Just hoping maybe the knockback would kick some of the other ones away. I do not understand the charge time of that weapon. It seems very variable. I try to hold down the trigger for the same amount of time between shots, and it just seems like it doesn't add up. Alright, we got a key. That's really good news. Also kind of hoping I might run into some more NPCs. Granted, we're still fairly early in this file, but I wouldn't mind getting some of that stuff out of the way early, too. This cannot be killed. This turret, which is making my life kind of scary right now. Oh, there's two of them! Alright, I can't really stand still in any direction. God. This is an awful room. I don't think I've ever seen a room this obnoxious before. Can't even find a way to get a shot in. Okay. That's a start. Oh my god. Okay, one down. Let's hope there's not more than one phase to this room, because my god, I can't handle more than one. Okay. I think the Guanstone blocked that shot. I think they can do that. Oh. Oh, there's more! Oh, no. And there's lasers! Oh, my God. How dare you? This is the worst! I'm actually laughing because this is ridiculous how hard this room is. Oh, my God. Not all rooms are created equal, evidently. There should not be allowed to be two phases or more to this. Go to hell forever, you awful, awful room. Okay, I know this one. I've fought this room about 20 times now. The trick to this is you don't stand in the capital I-shaped floor when you kill this guy, and then everything becomes easier. Watch. Normally these bubble bobble guys right here would be gunning for you. Oh my god, he popped out 4. I guess he was a champion, huh? You just need that distance, because if you're close up to those bubbles, they'll hit you way more than you think. They're kind of fast, and they're tough to dodge. Okay, not a huge fan of this room either. Not giving me a lot of breaks right now. Let's just finish it off with the tank tread man. That would be the story of my life at this moment. Did I get something? No, I thought I heard something drop. I was mistaken. Okay. Fair enough. Gamma ray, not great, but it's something. I'll leverage any opportunity I can get at this point. We'll pop down to the room from hell. Go to the left. And what do we have? Pretty average room, to be honest. Nothing that scary here. I love having infinite range on something. Even if it's not the most damaging something. Get the Cubulon out of the way. Oh, crap. Oh, wow, that was a really lucky dodge that I probably should have gotten hit for. Please? They're too strong. Even with 800 ammo, I feel like I just don't have enough ammo with this. Please, bullet gods, give me some passives that make me stronger. I'm struggling here. Okay, flame hand, maybe. Oh, no, it's another turret. That's a wall of suppressing fire. I like the knockback on this flame hand, too. Maybe it got buffed or something since the last time I played. There are still patches happening, right? Like, between... And I know... that right was like... No, I know there are. Between... play sessions, things are getting updated and changed on occasion. I don't know quite to what regularity, but I did get a patch for the game today. Guys, please. Okay, now everything's on fire. Don't walk in that. I guess this is good for keeping them back, perhaps. For when it is, I mean. Because it wasn't right then. Come on, guys. I guess it's cool you don't have to reload that ever. Okay, I'll take the half heart. Whew. I'm back to basically using my Marine sidearm at this point because I don't feel like a lot of other things are going to give me much of an advantage. It almost seems stronger. Okay, Q does still work. I guess I just didn't press it properly last time. Grenade. Help me out, buddy. Grenade's got my back like nobody else. I just need somebody to get my front. Oh, a big old cool chest. Let's see if we can get a key for that. The store gets more and more expensive with each floor, so chances are I won't be able to afford it, but the hope is still alive that it's possible. What a load of crap. I'm using the default weapon. Oh, it's a totem pole, right? I think I've seen this. Oh, no, it's not. It's just mages. I thought I'd seen this room a couple of times, but actually it's a slight derivation of this room, where at the top, it's just a little small island, and on both the left and right sides, that's where, like, the acid lava is. I don't know which it is, if it's acid or lava, but it looks more acidy than lava. Lava-y? 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 I don't know. Yep, this is a terrible idea. Everybody light on fire and get bombed. Nope. 2, 3, fire. I know I can just watch the blinking of the barrel, by the way. I know this. But in the heat of the moment, it doesn't always feel like a possibility. And then the reload happens sometimes, too, which is another whole thing. I guess I'll Marine sidearm now. Why are you a better gun? I guess that really shoots the crap out of my argument that the beginning puts you at a disadvantage damage-wise, doesn't it? I get a bunch of cool guns, and they don't even let me compete with floor 3. Well, I guess it's not really fair to compare the two floors. The amount of damage scaling is pretty wild. Is it just me, or do those mushrooms, the giant mushroom over there, does it kind of look like Mathis to you? Mushroom just looks like it's had enough of this shit. Alright, you guys are getting poisoned. It's not meant to be shots fired, by the way. I'm just making a bit of playful observation. Try and combine my efforts, maybe? Oh, great shot. Right through. Thread the needle, please. Hey, ammo! We can get the Void Core back. Actually have a chance at killing anything again. Oh, it's a one-way shop, so I'm gonna have to make a right first. You know, while I'm on the concept of, and this is already, it's been a little bit since I said anything like this, but while I was kind of whining about things that I couldn't change for a long time, another one of those things is, for whatever reason, the construction of my nasal passages seem to force that any time I speak for long periods of time, I become incredibly congested, like, almost immediately afterward, and I don't know why that is. But if you hear me, after about 10 minutes of talking, I'm sitting here trying to, like, clear my nose out so I can actually keep speaking. How the hell do I get to this shop, by the way? Is it just me, or does this not seem to... Oh, there's a door right there. Okay. I just missed that door. That's obviously how I do it. Please, sinuses, grant me strength to carry on, continue providing commentary for this video game. No one else can do this right now but me. Alright, thank you, Void Core, for allowing me the strength to get through that room. That is a pretty shit shop, if you ask me. Maybe we'll just buy a heart again? Sorry. I feel like I've got to apologize every time I buy health. And here is our... Wait, what? Excuse me? This is our event room. However, there seems to be a secret thing up here. I have not seen this. Hail, friend, all and well met. What brings you to this gun dungeon? Looking for the gun, same as everyone. Well, that's a relief. I mean, of course you are. We abandoned that quest not long after our fool of an assistant ran afoul of some bullets. See you around, adventurer. Is there something else? Yeah, I'm here for you. Maybe I am here for him? I don't know. What's going on up here? Oh, it's the dude that I was sent to kill from the... Okay, I get it now. From the tutorial. Not quite certain what you mean. You must be here to kill your past, correct? Manny says hi. Ah, I see. You understand I won't just roll over, right? I do. Well then. Look out behind you. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Seems my past has caught up with me. See, you didn't kill your past. Time to kill it. Oh, okay, you tried though. Wonder what the reward is for this. It must be a quest-driven thing, huh? Maybe I get something really good out of doing this, if I can pull it off. This guy seems to have a lot of HP. Oh, and 2 friends! We need to just take a second here to acknowledge that the RPG is probably the play. Hate that. I really don't want to die to this. Okay. Come on, guys. Rally it up. Oh, no. Oh. Every single freaking episode. I feel like I've been wronged, even though it was my own fault. What is this? Iron Coin has joined the shootout. Okay. Well, I was killed by Bossner. Now I know who Bossner is. You guys had mentioned him in some of the comments before. Just another run that I feel like I got robbed on. I don't know if I would have made it past the boss for floor 3 anyway, so I figured maybe it would be fun to try something different. Expand our horizons and all that. We've got 5 hegemony credits, so I suppose I may as well pop up there and take a look. Oh, and before you give me any of the usual stuff about, like, ways to fix my sinuses, you know, I drink lots of hot tea, steam out my junk and all that. By junk, I mean sinuses. So I know the deal. Anyone with a nasally voice probably knows the deal by now. But maybe there's, you know, something else I gotta do. I haven't figured out yet. What is Heart Locket, Hot Lead, or Flash Ray? I don't have enough for that. I'll take a Hot Lead because it makes it an even trade. Alright, we're through away from finishing that off. And that is gonna do it for today's episode, as frustrating and sad as it might be that we're ending things here. Don't know who I'll play as next. Perhaps I'll go take another run at the Hunter. We'll see what happens. I'll roll the dice. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching and for returning. As always, I appreciate you being here. If you did enjoy the episode, consider leaving a like. It does help out quite a bit. And I will see you back for the next one. I hope you all have a fantastic evening. Later.